continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Ryan O'Neal as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington, Patricia Morrow as Rita Harrington, James Douglas as Stephen Cord.
The simple act of a man removing an article of clothing today dominates the life of the Reverend Tom Winter. The Reverend has removed his clerical collar. Now, wearing ordinary layman's garb, he stands in front of the Boston residence of his church superior. In a sense, it is a homecoming. For Tom Winter started here, started a career of compassion and understanding. In Tom Winter's mind, all that now is gone.
Well, things have changed, haven't they, Tom?
Reverend Gates, I appreciate your seeing me.
Well, I'm sorry it's been this long, but that's a penalty that goes with being an administrator. These days, even the business of saving souls has to be done in group. How are you, Tom?
All right.
How's Susan?
I don't know.
Has something happened between you two?
I want you to find a replacement for me.
Well, then it didn't work out. Well, you were aware of my misgivings when you asked for this parish, but you said Susan would adjust.
It isn't.
I guess small-town life is just too confining for her.
It's not Susan. It's me.
Are you trying to tell me it's too much of a challenge for you?
I made my decision.
A year ago, you were full of plans, enthusiasm. Well, I won't say I'm not disappointed. But that's the way you want it. I'll see what I can do about a transfer. But it will take a while.
I don't want to transfer. I want to leave the ministry.
Why, are you ill?
I can't function in the church.
Been driving yourself too hard. You're just depressed. It happens to all of us.
I have no right to go on.
Today you were ordained. Beginning of a rich, meaningful life.
I thought so.
Well, what changed your mind? Well, your friend, not your superior, wants to know. The one who listened to an awkward, uncertain young man who felt he had a calling, a need to serve God. He wants to know. He has a right to know.
I lost that calling.
You can't simply lose it like a set of keys or a telephone.
It's gone.
Not in a year.
Then I don't have the right to serve God.
How?
By being in love with a woman who isn't my wife. By wanting her. By leaving Susan to be with her. By letting my congregation sit in my church while I tried to find her.
How far have you gone with this woman?
Have I made love to her?
Well, have you?
No. It's not just wanting her. It's much deeper than that. I need her.
What does she feel for you?
I think she needs me.
You think? Has she told you that?
No.
Well, what has she told you? What does she feel?
It's difficult to ask for commitment when you're married to a wife and a church.
So you've left one, and now you're going to leave the other for a woman you're not even sure of.
I won't embarrass you again. I'll send a written request.
What will you do when I turn it down?
You can't.
I have the power to accept resignations from this church, but I also have the power to refuse them.
Then I'll petition for a hearing.
I won't grant one.
Reverend Gates, we're not playing a game.
You have just learned a shocking truth, Tom. You're a man, not a saint.
That's why I'm here.
You're not the first man to face this struggle. But you can't throw away your code, your standards, simply by throwing away your collar. Now, this feeling you have is a symptom. What you need is time to find the cause. Now, you can stay here as long as you like. I'll have my secretary make up a room for you.
Don't bother.
Tom?
I'm still gonna send that letter. What you do with it is up to you.
Until I decide, you will remain as pastor of the church. And that means you will continue to fulfill your duties.
You better sign someone else, Reverend, because I'm not going back.
Hello?
Hello?
How you feeling?
Rotten.
Any nausea? Dizziness?
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm going to order you some food, huh?
I can't.
Just a little tea and toast?
No, I couldn't.
You know, that intravenous solution is going to help you fight your dehydration. You really need something a little more substantial.
I need Tom. Where is he?
I don't know.
But he must be back. Did you try to call him?
Yes, he's not at home.
But are you trying to reach him?
I'm trying, Susan.
Oh, Mike. You've got to help me. I don't know what to do except to hit the bottle again. I can't bear to go back to that house without something. I just can't face it alone.
Well, there's a lot of things you're going to have to face.
You've seen him.
No, I haven't seen him in several days, but I just think it's something you may have to take grips with, that's all.
Oh, Mike, you know something.
I know that he's deeply troubled. You both are.
I just did such a stupid, ugly thing. I drove him away, and I swear to you I didn't mean to go that far. I really didn't. I just wanted him to leave the ministry, not me. If I could just tell him that I need him, that I love him.
Well, now, which is it? Do you love him or do you need him?
Both are the same, aren't they?
Well, I'm hardly what you'd call an authority on the subject. I have a bachelor's opinion.
Would you please give me your opinion?
Well, it's a contract, of course. A contract between two independent people who happen to love one another. But it should never be taken by one as a license to use the other, or to demand from the other something and not give anything in return.
Forgive me, won't he?
I can't answer that.
And you don't understand Tom.
Well, probably not. He's not really like ordinary men.
No, he's not. He's understanding and forgiving.
Sure to others. But he's much harder on himself. I mean, I doubt if Tom, finding himself in an intolerable situation, could settle for an easy way out.
What are you trying to tell me?
Well, Tom's not the type of a man to give in to his feelings lightly. If he makes a commitment, it's a deep one.
But his commitment is to me. That's why I know he'll come back. He's got to.
I'll get you some food.
Mike? Try to find him,
I'll try.
please.
Ow. That hurt.
Much?
No.
But some, hmm?
Yeah.
Good.
Where are you now?
I suppose you tell me this time, huh?
You on my back?
Any particular part?
Around the rib cage.
How can you tell?
I can feel it.
What does it feel like?
Like my arm, like it's asleep, tingling.
Hi, Mike. Feel that?
No.
Anything there?
No.
How about that?
No.
Sensation returning gradually, upper torso and arms. Prognosis for lower torso and legs, good.
Hey, you're doing very well, huh?
Yeah, from the waist up.
A little more than you felt yesterday.
Tomorrow?
Well, maybe the rest of you.
Maybe not.
You know, I think we can start passive therapy, Mike.
Well, good. You get hold of Connolly, he didn't call me.
No, please. Please, nurse, don't. Don't. I like to sweat. Gives me something to do, okay?
No, I couldn't reach Cottle, Mike. Couldn't get a hold of him. But I did speak to Maggie Stoner. She's available.
Well, I mean, I thought she was even booked up until next year or something.
Yeah, she was, but you try a little whimpering, it works miracles.
When can she start?
Anytime we start a program.
No,
right.
no.
Oh, come on, Rod. We've been through all this. Now, if you don't have physical therapy, your muscles will waste away on you. Just atrophy.
Get somebody else, please.
Right, look, what's wrong with Maggie Stoner? Look, she's the best in the business. She's a real pro.
Nice. Nice ladies hovering.
Come on, Rod, what do you think she's gonna do? Huh? No clucking over you like some hen or something? All right.
No, Doctor. After a while, they all begin to look like Betty. The way she'll be, maybe for the rest of my life.